Belgium, 2 attacks, one at the airport, one at a metro station. At least 26 people are dead right now, dozens more injured. That is the scene of people evacuating the airport. Those explosions happened just after 8 a.m. local time in Brussels, about 3 a.m. here on the East Coast. I want to bring in our terror experts, Richard Clark, former White House counterterrorism advisor, and Matt Olsen, the former National Counterterrorism Center director. And Dick, let me pick up with you on something I was talking with Martha Raddatz about earlier. We have Salah Abdel-Salam in custody right now. The Europeans have him in custody right now. What more can they be doing to get more information from him about these attacks and the connection he may or may not have had to them?
Well, George, I think it's highly likely that when he was arrested, he knew that these attacks were being planned. He certainly knew the identity of the cell, because after he was arrested, the Belgian police and the interior minister said 2 things. 1, we're anticipating attacks coming in the very near future. And 2, the cell network is much bigger than we thought it was. So he said something. Or they found materials in the apartment that they raided that indicated something. They, of course, like us, under the Obama administration, they're not going to use torture. And torture, in my opinion, at least, doesn't work anyway. The information you get from it is unreliable. But they are going to try to persuade him in every way they can that he needs to cooperate more, because there's clearly a much bigger cell network. They need to find it so that there's not another round of these attacks in the very near future.
And we knew that was planned in Paris, and Matt Olsen. We do see here, at least from what we know about this attack so far, 2 attacks, different locations, similar methods, very much like the Paris attacks.
Exactly. Almost exactly like the Paris attacks, orchestrated, coordinated. This is the concern that we've had for the last several years of a fallout out of Syria, that these kinds of attacks are quite possible given the flow of fighters and the threat we face.
Okay, Matt Olsen, Dick Clark, thanks very much. Our coverage of all this is going to continue right now, staying on these attacks all morning long. We'll be right back.